Was that what 5 weeks? No, 5 weeks ago? Was it 5 weeks? Was it a long time ago? A month ago? Yeah, I would say. No microphone right now. You're without sound.
Oh, already
Uh,
five weeks.
yeah, yeah, I think so. I think that's the idea.
Okay.
So, for those who were there, I mean, it was very, really good talk. So we're definitely looking forward
Mm.
to the second part of your talk. Yeah. So Lydia, for those who were not there, uh, among other things, I mean, one of the reasons why I wanted her to be there is because she studied at the Wright College of Art. She studied architecture over there. She did this project at the Fine Art Museum called the Blue House. This is the one that she presented last time. I mean, that was really fantastic. And you had some experience teaching at Shenzhen as well, yeah, architecture at
Yeah,
Shenzhen for what? Was it for 1 year, 2 years?
one and a half. Yeah.
1.5. Okay, let's say 2 years. Okay, let's put it like that. Okay, so I mean, Lydia is a young architect with already some achievement. So I think the idea is really to find ways maybe to share with you the younger generation, the one that's going to graduate maybe next year or next year or in a couple of years, or I think some of you have actually first years in architecture as well. Even though those who actually are not architect, of course, you're very, very welcome to kind of to join us to a bit to listen to her, to her achievement, her struggle, her ideas, going abroad, coming back from abroad, and there's plenty of things that we want to hear from you, from your, I don't know how you call that, your first part of professional life. Would you call it that way, or your,
Yeah, you
yeah?
could. Yeah.
You could. Okay, so that's really kind of the goal. So it's I mean it's a little bit formal in the sense that I know she has some kind of presentation ready, but it's slightly informal as well in the sense that if you have any question, I know this at the end of the talks, there's going to be two people who've assigned themselves to ask a question. Hopefully they are there. Hopefully they will ask a question. But if anyone's got any question, yeah, I mean, you're definitely
Welcome.
welcome. Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Mm.
So the way that we're gonna do in terms of time, so we have a first slot that's from 6:30 till 7:15, and then normally we take like a 10 minutes, 15 minutes break. Yeah, and then around then 8 o'clock then we can then take students' question, yeah, or maybe continue a conversation if there's something that kind of triggers kind of any conversation from your side or my side, or maybe student side as well. Yeah. For the students, don't forget you are graded on taking notes. So I see many students taking note of your project, for example. I've seen your project several times coming out. So they have to have 4 notes before midterm, another 6 notes for after the midterm. And yeah, and that was really great to see some of their notes, some of their ideas, because they're not objective notes. That's not the idea of taking note of what exactly was said. It's not a course of law. It's more about, taking in the thing that the speaker talks about, depending on your English level, to kind of taking a tangent eventually, giving me some keywords to say, hey, yeah, I kind of understood a few things here and there. And then maybe eventually taking attention. Some of you did some drawings in terms of notes. That was great. I really loved it. I really loved
Yeah.
this idea. Some of you did some collage as well, which was really great too. Kind of take a couple of slides, put it into the notes, and then just annotated those collage. That's really great. I really really don't mind the kind of the subjective take on the talk. All right, so this is not purely formal approach here that we're taking. Yeah, and it's 6:30 in the evening. So how can we do that? Yeah, maybe next time we'll have a bit of a something to drink at the same time, all of us. So maybe we can talk like, the current trend in technologies of architecture, cafe.
Oh,
as,
yeah.
as a as a way
Or
to make it slightly more informal again. Okay, maybe I have to revise the title of the course for future version. That's the idea. All right, we're going to be more people. Okay, that's the goal as well, is to kind of wait to have a few more people.
yeah, sure.
Um, okay, so 20. That's a really kind of good number. So yeah, again, thanks very much for joining. Okay, and then it's yeah, the screen is to you now. Yeah, you keep again changing from your camera to you. It's a bit disturbing, but okay, I
Yeah,
guess
yeah, 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 I know.
we'll find a way. Have you found your? Are you settled?
Yeah,
Are you good?
yeah, I think it's good now.
Okay, so if you have a PPT or whatever, you can use the you are presentator right now, so
Mm-hmm.
you can take ownership for the
Okay.
screen. Okay,
Yeah.
and I will take note too. Okay, because that's the goal. Everyone's taking
Thank
note.
you. Okay. I will share with my phone.
Again.
Wait a minute. Oh, mm.
I think we need to invent the rolling computer for you. Let's make one that kind of roll 360 degrees. That'll be quite funny.
Okay, okay.
Okay, you're good?
分
Okay.
享.
No, of course. Take your time. You disappear now.
You can see my screen.
Yes, now I can. Yeah. I can see myself as well in your screen. That's a bit
Yeah.
strange.
I know. Okay.
Yes. Get rid of me, please. Thank you. Very good.
Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Lydia. My Chinese name is Zhang Yazhu. And maybe, yeah, maybe some of you already listened to my talk about Blue House. And I went to Cambodia with Shijian student last year. No, the year before last year. Yeah, and yeah, so today I will share something a little bit different with what you normally see or hear in architecture class, maybe, or talk. I will share something about stone carving. And actually, that is what I am doing most most of my time now. I'm focusing on this project now, and I call it Whispers of Stone. And so I will start with uh, little story about why I start doing Whispers of Stone project, like why I uh, going from architecture to stone carving now. Okay, so this is a picture of me, and this is the date 2025 February 11. And why I write this day is because I can say this is what everything begin to change. Um, that on the 11th of February 2025 last year, right? In the beginning of last year, at that time, on that day, I was farm, like me and my dad, we had a small garden on Yangmingshan. And because it's February, so normally it's winter, it's very cold time. But we don't know why that day it's super hot. And we were putting the seeds in the soil and just grow some vegetables. We grow many different vegetables like gali chai or carrot or eggplant and chili and many. And that day we were planting the seeds of pumpkin, and we were so relaxed and happy. And suddenly my dad just feel not comfortable, and some of our friend, farmer friend, and she went round to me and said, "Hey, Lydia, your father fainted." And like my dad 昏倒了. And then I was a bit shocked. And so because at that time we were very relaxed, and our garden is, me and my dad's land is a bit far away. And then I run to the our classroom. We have like a small room where we put tools. And then I saw my dad just like um, gradually lost his conscious. And that image is just so strong in front of me, because normally we think our parents is always someone who protect us, right? And someone always take care of us. And suddenly my dad just I feels like he's going to die. And then I try to be super calm. And then I ask some people for help. Like say I ask that person like, can you grab water? Or can you do massage for him? And then can you give him some food or something? And we don't know he alive or not, but just he looks very unwell, and his face is white. And then I run to the car park and drive his car. And everyone like try to put him on the car. And I drive like 1.5 hour, like super fast and like speedy to the hospital. And on the middle of the mountain road, the mountain is like that. And I drive very fast with his 7 people's big van. and and suddenly in the middle of the drive, my I feel like I couldn't control my body at all. And I just like I try hard to control I don't know how to say that thing, 方向盘. But my body just don't listen to me. And so I park on the side of the road in the mountain, and I try to calm down myself. And I remember it takes about 20 minutes. And then finally we arrived to the hospital. And no, 20 minutes, and I feel better, and then I drive to the hospital. And then my dad, when we arrived, he feels okay. I mean, he like after all the exam and everything, he's okay to go home, and he's not passed away or something. He's still alive. But after that day, it's become me. The problem, my body start having problem. My heart never go down after lower than 100 uh, MP or something. And the my heart is always very very high and quick.
Hmm.
And not never go to the normal rhythm. And and gradually my I before I never have sleeping problem, but after that day I start don't know how to fall asleep. And
Well,
yeah, I start like, because my body, and I went to see many different doctor, like heart doctor and Chinese doctor, and also stomach, check my stomach, check my blood. Everything is okay, and my heart is physically looks uh all very healthy, but just super, but it's just like beating super fast. And the doctor say I have to relax and calm down. And I said, yeah, I feel like I'm relaxed now, but I don't know why my body just keep like being like that. Like my body is already over the limit
hmm.
in that situation. And then it was like really, really hard journey from this day. Yeah. Oh, this is one of my favorite artists called Zhang Xun. I think many of you know about him. And
Even I know him.
huh? You know
Even though
him?
I know him, I met him actually.
Wow, so nice. Yeah, I really love everything
Hmm.
of him, like
He's got a
his work.
beautiful
And
voice. one of the
Yeah,
most
and
beautiful
his
voice in
beautiful
Chinese that I know.
voice, and
Mm,
he's so knowledgeable, but he make all the knowledge in very easy to access for everyone. And
true.
at that time, my all of my body is out of control. Even I can hear so many little sound. Like in my house, I couldn't stand all the machines sound. I just can hear everything. And also like if I put my conscious into my eyes will feel so hurt. And if I put my conscious on my ears, and I feel like my ear is so hurt. It's just like super weird. And I feel like do you know Jin Yong, a writer, a Cantonese writer? He write kung fu, like Chinese kung fu and the martial
Okay.
art. Yeah, and his work is super great. His literature work is super great, and I can finally understand all of the things he write is actually exist. It's because at that time my body just feel exactly the same as what he described in his book. And
You have an,
but
you have an example? For example, what is described? Do you have an example
yeah,
of
like
something
this, for
they said?
example,
And
you can play with your chi, like the air
oh,
within yourself. You can, like what I say, like when I thinking about the ice and then all the air, all the with in Chinese medicine we say qi, all the
mm,
qi just go to my eyes, so I feel my
mm,
eyes is super hurt. And
I
if
see.
yeah, if I put my conscious on my ear, all the qi just goes to and blood and goes to my ear.
Wow.
Like, and but in his book he write this like a bit like how to say, like Harry Potter, they have magic, but in this book like a bit like
I thought they like Harry
qigong.
Potter. Okay, okay.
Qigong, like you have to practice to feel your qi, but I don't have to practice. I already can feel super strong and clear of my qi, and
Okay,
actually
wow.
that is not normal. And so after I check with and I found a very at the end I found a very good Chinese doctor, and then he told me it's about my neural system disorder. Like my
Mhm.
neural system is not balanced now. Like yin and yang is not balanced. So
Okay.
I like my yang energy is super high, and my yin energy is too low. So the yang energy is always uh, work or is the function is for working in the morning, and the yin energy is working at night, and also to let you take rest, relax. And the yang energy is to give you energy to work and to protect, to fight. And my whole body is just too much yang energy, so I need to calm down, like do a lot of practice of meditation and yoga. And at that time I feel I can only listen to Zhang Xun's voice, so I listen to
That's a
all
good
of his
choice.
podcasts. And I think, and also he read the sutras, Diamond Sutra, Heart Sutra. And I also, so I think I at that time I influenced by him a
Mm,
lot. Yeah, and I also, and when I feel scared, because this neural system disorder will make you scared. So
mm,
sometimes I feel super scared. I feel there is no any place in the world is safe. And as I feel like, wow, suddenly I can understand, like some people they have, we say like maybe mental health issue or something.
yeah, yeah.
i feel
Mental
like
illness.
I feel like I suddenly can relate to so many things, and I can read so many art as well. Like when I listen to a song, I can the lyrics, or when I read the books, I feel like wow, I can really understand those people, and I feel like they must suffer something before, suffer from
Mm.
something before. Yeah, so I copy. This is How Sutra that Jiang Xun write.
Mm.
No, not How Sutra, Diamond Sutra. It has 6,000 character, and he copy and he read Diamond Sutra since his father passed away, and his father gave him a very old Diamond Sutra, Jingang Jing, and he when his father lives in Canada, I think, and so he when he go to his father's last day in the hospital, he bring the Jing that given by his father, and since then he keep writing and reading Diamond Sutra.
Mm.
Yeah, so I also at that time I cannot do anything, even when um when I clean my room. If I can clean my room, my family will be so proud of me. Like, wow, Lydia can clean the fan today. Like, like at that time I cannot even walk out from my room. I feel so scared and no energy. And
Wow.
and this time when I can write calligraphy, it's already my body already I think takes already maybe 5 months um, until I can write. And before the 5 months, I cannot even read. I cannot read any words. Yeah. And I do a lot of yoga almost every day before meal, and try to let my body like a bit like reset my
Mm.
body. Mm. And this is my brother took me one of
Took a
this
picture.
picture. I
Mm.
really like it. He took with film, and he at that time I can only feel safe with my brother. So every time I really rely on him. But at that time I don't even understand myself, and when I rely on him, actually he needs to take a very big responsibility, and he's very smart. So because he used a camera to protect himself, to um, trying to see me as an actor, like just don't he so then he won't get involved so much. Yeah, because at that time I was just like a crazy woman. Yeah. And yeah, so now he's still making the documentaries. When I was sick, until even now, he's still documenting our family, like a daily life, because I know he's interested in the top relationship, like all these topic, um, and also when I was sick, we have a lot of discussion about um why this happened. It's actually not just we think, not we think, but the truth is actually not just about the incident accident about my father. It's
Mm.
actually about what I see the world, and how uh like about the relationship between me and my father, and also how I mm, like my mindset when I encounter an accident. And also during that time, uh, actually it's just right after I left Sijian teaching. And one of the reason I quit teaching is
Mm.
because my mom want me to design their like a dream house in Yilan. They
Mm.
bought a land, and for me, actually, they bought maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and for me, it's like a huge responsibility I give to myself. And
Cool.
I know it's a good opportunity, um, but you know, like you learn architecture and you are going to do something that maybe only the most important project in your life, something like
Mm.
that. And I feel so exciting but super stressful. And also working with family is always not easy. So at that time, I don't have um, I don't have Sijen's project, and I quit. I reject all other project. I just want to focus on their dream house. So
Wow.
I don't have other, you know, other space to go. And I live with my client. So at that time, my 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 life is very stressful. And so when I see my father health problem, it become you know, like just like boom, yeah, like the bomb. And so actually I feel very grateful for this experience. It took almost 1 year for me to recover. and and it's so amazing as well, like wow, I can recover, you know, like it feels like that is the girls I just described to you is another person, right? Now I'm talking to you like yeah, like this. Um so I told you that during that time I tried to do many things to try to find the balance of my body. And I cannot do many things. Only I even try to play the puzzle. And when I play the puzzle, um, I cannot. It's also cannot. It's not suitable for my situation as well, because you need to be super focused. And I think that is a bit too focused. That will like my neural system will like, I don't know, like my whole body will like feel like dive into the puzzle. Yeah. and and just like one day I suddenly because I think maybe I listened too much of Jiang Xun's podcast, and and he always talk about Chinese art and the stone seals, the print, and
Mm.
calligraphy. And one day I asked my father take me to the calligraphy store
Mhm.
in front of 师大. And of course he will say yes, because at that time I don't even dare to step out from my room, you know. And so he took me to the store, and I bought some stone. And see, this one on even has a medicine on the side. And I found these tools in my cabinet, and I bought when I was a little girl. I just simply think it's very beautiful. Something I don't know
I,
what it is.
we've got this object at home as well. I really love that object.
Yeah,
I remember
really.
yeah, I remember showing this object to my student back in England, and they had actually no idea whatsoever what this object was about.
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
doing some sort of a future archaeology project, so it's kind of thinking, what if this object was coming from the future to you? What would it be? What would it be representing? Something you found on the ground. So there was yeah, I remember doing that with my student. Yeah, I like that object.
Wow.
It's really
Interesting.
fun as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can kind
I
of
think I
find so many different
remember.
configuration. Yeah.
Maybe you
Nah.
told me last time you have this, no, or
Did I?
not?
Oh, maybe it's possible. Not just like that. I would have
Mm.
to see it to say that to you. Otherwise, I wouldn't say that.
Oh.
But yeah, but
Yeah, it looks super
maybe one day
cool.
I want to write about this object. I find it so fascinating.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's so clever and simple.
it is. It is.
Yeah, and I
Absolutely.
found this, and I also saw in the calligraphy store, and then I
Ah,
tried to search what is this, and then oh, it's for clipping the stone.
yes,
And
yes.
yeah, and then I also found some the carving pen, the knife pen. And when also when I bought when I was young. And I think maybe at that time I know what it is, but I just like forget. It's like long time ago.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so because at that time my problem is my heart, right? I
Mm,
always have like very I never my heartbeat is never go down, and always I can always hear my heartbeat like all
wow.
the time, like for months. Yeah, and that is a very scary experience.
Yeah, no, I know.
And
Wow.
especially at night. At night is like very scary.
You couldn't sleep because your heart was beating?
Yeah, my heart,
Wow.
like when my heart beats so fast, my neural system is not going to take rest. My neural system is telling my body I need to fight. So I there is two words, but I don't know how to say English. 就是交感神经跟副交感神经. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe I will send you later.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, so my 交感神经 is too strong at that time. And yeah, so I try to carve a heart here in Chinese. And that one, like uh on the my sketch, the right paper on the top, that is not uh that is not penis, is that is a heart in the
Okay.
oracle bone script.
It's good to know.
Many people think it's something else.
Okay,
Yeah, but
good.
it's easy to remember though. And yeah, so I try to carve a heart. I always thinking, "Ah, if I carve heart, maybe I can fix my heart." And
Mm.
and I feel wow, this experience is so
No,
healing. Yeah, it's so simple and it's so easy, and you can have some artwork,
mm,
and also the stone is so beautiful, and the Chinese character is so beautiful as well. The oracle bone script is fascinating. So I start doing more and more, and I feel so happy about it. And this is something that I finally can do. Like before, okay, maybe I can write calligraphy, but I cannot continue because sometimes I also feel pressure when I do it. Yeah. So this is my first stone, just
mm.
carve a heart, and then I carve my name. Like my name is Yazhu, and my grandma always called me Yazi. So I carve Yazi. Yeah, because Taiwan boy like Taiwanese Chinese. So I carve Yazi. And then suddenly, and I post on Instagram story. And suddenly one of my friends, she write calligraphy a lot, and she also is a she also do tea ceremony in tea house. And she suddenly messaged me, say, "Oh, Lydia, can you carve a stone for me? I feel you are the right person. I can feel the energy and blah blah blah." And she said she wanted to do this for a long time, but she never know how to start and who to find. But she feel very strongly she want to ask me to do it, and I tell her, yeah, sure. But actually, when I receive this message, my heart beat super fast, and I feel so uncomfortable because at that time my body is still not feel comfortable to I think have some social interaction or something.
Mm.
And yeah, and then when I see this message, I feel like, oh, like my body is so hurt. I don't know why, but this should be a good thing. And I go to meditation again, and I tell myself this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Yeah. And
Wow.
I
Wow.
took 1 month to finish the order. and because she said whatever I want to carve is fine, so I carve 先喝口茶 is have a cup of tea first,
Mm,
because I know this friend, she also has some very big health problem last year. So we are in a very similar situation. And I want to remind her, actually, when you are making tea, you should just enjoy, um, when you have a sleep,
Mm.
when you have drink, when you drink
Mm.
the tea.
A sip,
Yeah,
sip, sip. Mm.
sip. Yeah, just sip a cup of sip a tea. Yeah.
Mm.
And so after I sent her the stone, and after she paid me and quite a good money, and I
Oh,
feel, wow, it's actually
nice.
quite comfortable. My body feel comfortable. Yeah. And this stone is, I carve, take it easy. So uh, this part this part is heart, right?
Mm.
I told
Mm.
you before. And then on the top is hand, and in the middle is an eyes, and then under the eyes is another hand. So this character is slow, man.
Mm.
And so what does it mean? It means cover your eyes with two hands, and fill with heart is slow.
Mm.
And lie, 慢慢来 is when the rice is ready to harvest, is coming, means coming. 来 means coming. So 慢慢来 and double, there's a double here on the side. So 慢慢来 is take it easy. Yeah. And I really love this stamp. I carve. I
I have a different reading, obviously, yeah, because I can read Chinese, but it does a little bit look like there's like a face with an eye in the middle, and there's like something holding it from the top. It's like a something that
Oh,
doesn't is it's not letting you go. And obviously, from what you said, I mean, there's kind of an kind of an alternative reading, which is not Chinese, obviously.
yeah.
It's like a something that
Mm.
doesn't want to let you go. It's
Like,
like
you mean like the
kind of
heart
a
look like a nose?
no, the one on the right side, you have like it looks a bit like a face. In the middle of that face, all right, there's an
Yeah.
eye in the middle of that
Yeah, it's
face.
an eye.
You see, and there's something like it's holding it. You see what I mean? There's something holding it. It's like it doesn't
Yeah.
let you want to go somehow. It's quite interesting.
Mm.
You're
Yeah,
kind
it's
of stuck.
actually
It's like
something
I want to
holding the
move. I want to
eyes.
be myself, but I cannot.
Mm. Yeah, and you can see from here the stone
Mm,
is
mm,
reverse,
beautiful.
because
Yeah.
when you carve, you need to carve reverse to, and then when you print, it will be the right uh direction.
Mm,
Do you understand? Yeah.
yeah, of course, of course.
Mhm. And this one is eat well, sleep well. So okay, let's see. So e- eat is this one is a mouth, and the wind blowing into the mouth is eat. And on the left one is a girl and a boy and a girl, is
Mm,
good and well, 好. So 吃好, eat well, and the underneath one is sleep well.
mm,
Sleep is a tree falling as well, and eyes here. So it's like when the ice is falling like a tree branch. 柳树就是你的眼皮像柳树一样这样盖下来。And well is also a man and a woman. Yeah, I explain here. So I always
oh, okay.
depends on my guest. If they are Chinese people, Taiwanese, I write in Chinese. If foreigner, I write in English.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm. Wait, how to go back? And so this one is where you find joy. Where is home? So this sentence is said by Dalai Lama, and so I mostly, if it's my own stone, I love to carve something that is I want to remind myself. So eat well,
Mm,
sleep well. It sounds very simple, but
mm,
actually not many people can do it, right? Sometimes now we just eat whatever quicker
mm,
or cheaper. Yeah, and also where you feel joy, where you find joy, where is your home. And I think especially this I feel this saying is very suitable to tell like Eastern people in the Eastern world, like a Eastern family,
mm,
because I think in the Eastern world we are very have a tight and close relationship with our family, and I think I really love Dalai Lama say this because it somehow uh, let me feel more light and more freedom inside. And and I also read lots of Dalai Lama's book after my body become better, and
mm,
he, because Dalai Lama, I think he's really a great person that
mm.
he experienced such a tough life, and
Yep.
since he was young, yeah, and but he still can have such a joyful life, and he can help so many people, encourage so many people, and have peace in his mind. I
Mm,
really want, I really want to, of course, myself can be like that. Like, no matter how much, how many, because I think in everyone's life, we definitely will have something that make us suffer, right? Everyone has different, every family or everyone's life has different challenge, and it's definitely not easy. um it can be an exam or a homework, or it can be your partner, your girlfriend, or your family, or your work, or just when you stay alone, like anything can happen. So how can we find peace in by ourselves? I think that is actually very important things that we need to practice, and uh, to train our mind to have more resilience, to be
mm.
more flexible. Mm. So also since I was my body has some issue, I start reading a lot of book about emotion and health. Yeah, and this is so my body gradually uh, recover and better, getting better and better through stone carving. And it's very surprisingly that because in this kind of in this kind of symptom or situation, you need to try to how to say it, let yourself get out from the loop,
Mm,
so then your body will can um, can have a new rhythm or balance, and gradually you will forget that how to say, um, you will forget the pain, or yeah. And so I feel super grateful. I don't know why, like um I I I encountered the stone, and I think
mm.
it's the stone. Yeah, save my life. And
Wow.
of
Mm,
course, myself, I try so hard to. You have to try hard, but you can also you cannot try too hard. Because this sickness is just need you need to relax. You need to learn to relax, so you cannot, even for the recovery, you cannot do too hard. Yeah. And so one day my mom organized another hiking trip with our hiking club. We have a hiking club. And yeah, and then that day she
Nice.
already booked uh, restaurant, but it's suddenly raining, so they cannot go hiking. And my mom was so worried that the day before she told me, "Oh, what should I do? We already paid the restaurant, and we cannot go hiking, and we have to find something to do." And I was thinking, "Oh, maybe I can try to teach them carve the stone."
Wow.
And yeah, and at that time my body is just like okay, not like I'm just like
Getting
still
settled in.
yeah, I'm just like starting to get better. And I don't know where is my courage from coming from, like I just tell her. And it was like I think 30 people join going to a hike. And I asked another of my artist friend, and she do like paper cutting. So I tell her, maybe you can I ask her, maybe you can take another workshop for 15 people, and then I take care of 15 people, and then we do workshop together. And so yeah, so this is my very first whisper of stone workshop, and it happened very randomly because of a rain when with my
Wow.
mom's friend like this. Yeah,
Nice.
and at that time I still feel a bit scared to talk to people, but I don't know how I did it. Like I just teach them, and then they enjoy so much.
It is very
And
happy.
so yeah, this is yeah the 2nd of November. And almost 1 month later, I do a second workshop in Taipei, in my friend's cafe. And this friend, he knows my experience, like what happened to me. So he really welcomed me to do workshop at his cafe. It's called Among. Maybe some people know. It's a super super nice cafe in Gulingjie. Mm, yeah, they
I
have
will
a
I
very
will take note.
beautiful. Yeah, Among. We can go next time.
Okay,
Yeah,
excellent.
and yeah, and I take this is my first public uh, workshop. So I just try to post on my Instagram, and I only take I remember like 6 people, and then one people for 1 hour, one student, and one stone one character. And so I try to make everything super simple. Yeah, and so it's I feel happy that we finish. And then few days later I went to Bali. Like I went to Bali to join a market. And because in November I was thinking,
Is there a reason for Bali, or it just happened by chance?
hmm,
Why did you, is there a reason for going to Bali rather than somewhere else?
uh you
Why
mean
did you go
what?
to Bali rather than somewhere else? Is there a reason for that, or it just
Oh,
happened?
because I really love Bali, and
Okay.
before I get sick, I went to Bali 2 times, and
Oh, I see, I see.
I have many friends in Ubud, and
I see, I see.
I
Okay.
always really want to go back. So,
Hmm.
I follow some art event, like art exhibition or art fair or like local market.
Okay.
And yeah, so when my body feels better, when I can scroll Instagram, and I saw this Uber artisan market, and I was thinking, wow, it's a local market, and maybe it looks very relaxed and chill, and maybe I should give it a try. I want to see how foreigner or how the people outside Taiwan can how they see my work. And I just bring some stone and my tools and just go to Bali.
Okay.
And I told my Chinese doctor, and then he was shocked, but he she quite respect me. He said, if I feel I can go, then that means I can go. So I tell him, yeah, I feel a little bit worried still, but I think I can try, like
Mm.
that. And at that time I was really ambitious. And I told him I want to go to a month, and then he said, no, I think just 2 weeks. And I said, okay, I go to 2 weeks. And then and then I told him, I want to bring my grandma. And then he said, no, you just go by yourself for 2 weeks. And I said, okay, because my grandma take care of me when I was sick. He cooked for me
Ah,
like every day for 3 meals. And yeah, I feel so sorry to her. I really want to, like when I go to Bali, I want to take her. And
mm.
yeah, but my Chinese doctor not allowed. And I met I met so
You're very
many
involved.
I met so many amazing people. And I also get so many feedback from people from around the world, because Bali is very like famous in the world. So
Mm,
people from Europe, from America, from like Middle East, like everywhere they come to Bali. And it's a very international place. So I feel so happy that I can exchange all of these our culture things and my work to these people. And I also do workshop as well. And this 10 years, little Japanese and Chinese girl, she carves super well.
oh,
She's
wow.
super talented. Yeah, I think she's the most talented uh my student in the workshop now. I already done so many workshop, and I still think she's like most talented one. And this is his father and mother. Yeah. And the on the right and left hand side is the first Indonesian author. She is a ceramic artist. And so when she ordered from me, I also realized, oh yeah, actually stamp can also use on ceramic.
Mm,
Yeah, they can also print like. So actually when you try to look at the cup, like ceramic cup, you see the bottom. Actually most of them will put their stone seal
mm.
print, yeah, on it. Yeah. And also some this is a customer from Australia, and some animal as well. Yeah. And then I come back after 2 weeks. I come back. I got so many orders, and I earned so much money. I was shocked. And I was my first market in my life. And after I come back to Taiwan, and my friend, she lives in Taidong, and she needs someone to take care of her cats. So she asked me for help. So I just traveled to Taidong, and I try to find a local cafe and tell them, oh, I'm a stone carving artist.
Oh,
And
wow.
I maybe we can do a workshop together. And I want to do the workshop next to the river. Do you want to collaborate? And they are so happy about
Oh,
this. So we organized within, like, I remember, like 10 days. And yeah, and then it happened. So I bring all of them to a very beautiful this place in Luye in Taidong. And we just try to pick up the stone from the river and carve our own stone seal.
you're becoming like a nomad. Yeah, you're so
Yeah,
you the,
yeah,
the the store that's giving you the freedom of traveling and going to
yeah.
places and encountering people that maybe you would never encounter otherwise. So it's quite interesting that somehow the
Mm.
store has given you a freedom maybe you didn't have before. I don't know. Do you
Yeah,
feel that
you
somehow the
are
store
right.
has changed
Before I always in
your
front
social
of
relation with
computer.
people? Say again. Sorry.
Before I always in front of computer, laptop.
Okay. So this is really good actually. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
this is the point where really it kind of goes back to the students who are listening to us that just to remind them somehow that it's okay to have a break. And you have to choose
Mm.
the right timing, of course, but it's okay to
Yeah.
have a break. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to take time away from your computer. And
Yeah.
it's beautiful to get to say that somehow the stone kind of give you that reconnect you with the world somehow. It's funny. You're
Yeah.
not only
Mm.
reconnecting with the non-human, you're
Mm.
reconnecting with actually with humanity, maybe your own humanity somehow. I don't know if that we can go as
Mm.
far as that, but that's a nice story in that part.
Yeah,
Great. Good.
yeah, you
Mm,
discover you have a very good sensitivity.
mm.
Actually, yeah, I want to mention about this as well. Like,
Okay.
and after I travel with Stone to many places, I suddenly realized, oh, actually, this if you want to call it job or hobby, you can do anywhere. And
Exactly.
yeah, and I feel so good, and wow, I can have freedom and almost no limit. Like wherever they have river, we can carve the stone, or where not only
Mm.
river, right, like on the street you can find a stone and then we can have a
Wow.
workshop there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. It's
And
nice. I haven't thought about that. I haven't thought really about where the stone comes from. And I kind of thought that
mm,
the stone was a kind of given element, but actually searching for the stone is it part of the process of your workshop as well? Do you kind of do you ask your student to kind of wander around and find a stone in and kind of something that they can identify or something they can kind of relate to somehow? Is it part
yeah,
of how you teach it as well, or is it more
yeah.
like, oh, let's pick up a stone and let's get started? How do you how do you
No,
how do you see that?
we almost spend too much time looking for stone.
Okay.
Because there are too many, and then everyone want to find the best one for
The best
themselves,
stone.
so yeah.
Ah, okay, okay, fair enough. I,
So
I I had
yeah.
I had an experience. It was in Morocco, and in Morocco,
um,
Morocco was under the sea for a long time, and there's this space in Morocco where you can look for a fossil,
oh
fossils. Yeah, and
yes,
I brought my student to
pass.
Morocco years ago. Yeah, in the 2019, 2018, I brought them to Morocco, and then we found an anthropologist. She's a Taiwanese anthropologist, actually. She's really fantastic as a person,
Wow.
and she brought us there. And for 2 hours, students were just looking for a stone, and I stopped and I just start looking for them. That is so strange. Those students spend so much time in front, like you were saying, spend so much time in front of the computers, getting stressed, and now for two
Mm,
hours they don't feel bored for a minute looking for a stone.
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that was a revelation for me somehow, to
Mm-mm.
see that
Yeah,
we can do that. It's fine. It's fine.
yeah,
We don't spend that much. We don't spend enough time doing these kind of activities. I think that's great. Okay,
yeah.
sorry for the interruption.
No, no, no. Yeah, I think it's like very well said. Yeah, like sometimes give yourself a not just pause, but
Hmm.
just slow down in life, you will see so many different things.
Yeah, no,
And
of course. Yeah.
yeah, I never think about I will do something like this, I will discover all of
Hmm.
these things, I never think that all of these things will happen in my life. And
Hmm.
it's all because my life starting to slow down.
Yeah.
And yeah, and when you slow down, your body just know what he
Hmm.
he or she want to do. Your body knows what he want. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And
I think
sometimes I think, yeah.
that's a very very good point. I mean, life in Taiwan seems to be, or life in London, for example, seems to be kind of rushing things, always going
Mm,
very fast. I'm always a bit angry with people with their motorcycle,
oh
driving a motorcycle for 5 minutes and coming back. It's like,
yeah.
why you need to rush yourself? What is actually is the
Mm,
rush of having to
yeah.
go somewhere for 5 minutes and coming back? If you walk it, probably take 15 minutes. It's reasonable. No, it cannot be
Mm,
walked. If you take a bicycle, and then those are different speeds. When I was young,
mm,
my mom
yeah.
used to take us to the kind of different countries, and we would explore those countries by bicycle. So
So
we would,
nice.
yeah, and again, the bicycle has got a speed. You see the world at a certain speed. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
see people walking, and that's a different
Yeah.
speed as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's interesting to kind of take those different speed and allow
Mm,
yourself to actually look at things, even though it's the same place, the same walk every time. You actually find things that are a bit different
yeah,
if you learn how to observe. So yeah, no, that's good. So
yeah.
that's why I want to
I
talk a bit more
think,
about the seeking of the
yeah, I
stone.
think many
Yeah,
philosopher
yeah,
they talk a lot about walking.
yes, of course,
They,
of course.
yeah, like also
Hmm.
some writer and artists as well, like
Yeah,
Flanner.
yes,
Like
of course.
when, yeah, like when
Yeah,
you
there's
walk,
Baudelaire,
you
Baudelaire.
can
Yeah,
see so many,
yeah.
yeah, things
No,
that you
I,
can
I,
never think about. Yeah.
what I study my master in Scotland, and one of my classmates did his PhD in
Mm,
Scotland, and his PhD was actually to walk from Scotland, yeah, to Fort William, which is kind of famous place, very beautiful place. This is where you see all of the mountain and stuff like that. He
mm-hmm.
walked from Fort William to Florence in Italy. That was his
Whoa!
PhD. Yeah, I know, and
Wow!
every day he has
So
to find a place.
beautiful.
Yeah, he has to find a place to sleep. And then, I
Oh,
was already working in London at that time, and he contacts me and say, "Well, can I come? Can I come and stay
stay.
at your place?" I said, "Of course, no problem,
So
obviously."
cool.
And then they say, "Well, let's meet, at my college." So I don't know if you remember London, Elephant and Castle. This is where
Yeah,
I was teaching. And
yeah.
then he arrives
LCC.
there, at five
Mm.
o'clock, and then we say, "Okay, would you like to take a bus?" He said, "No, I cannot." What do you mean? I need to walk. So the
Wow!
so actually we walked back to my home, which was, I mean, I don't know, if we take a train, maybe it's 20 minutes. We took an hour and a half walking
Wow.
back to my home
But
together.
you remember this walk forever.
Of course, because he forced me
Mm.
to walk. And
If
then
it's 20 minutes train, you will never remember.
no, 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 exactly, because it's commuting. You go back home. You just don't think about. You just want to go back home. It's the end of the day and stuff
Mm.
like that. But the conversation that it allows you to have, because you just together. We just walk. We just look at things,
Mm.
and then yeah, and then tells me many kind of stories about the walks and the places, the
Mm.
people. Because there's also something is that you have to stop every day, and every day you have
Mm.
to negotiate like you did with the cafe. I think that's very much the same story. You arrive at a cafe and say, well, can I do this workshop? So every day he has to negotiate his way with people, and
Mm.
then,
Every day
can I
is
stay in
new.
your place? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then every day is
Mm.
just only 30 kilometers from the previous day. It's never
Mm.
much further than that. So it's
Mm.
really about the kind of the patience, the time, the relation he has with people
Mm.
at the same time. So yeah. All right, sorry.
Yeah, so
You
nice,
reminded
so
me of all of these
beautiful.
stories. Yes. Yeah, yeah. No, that was
Mm.
yeah. So he did his PhD on the topic of walking. That was all
Mm.
that was what his research
Oh.
was all about. Yeah, and all of the
He
pictures and
create his own structure.
yeah, absolutely. Of course. And
Mm.
then, and the structure is based on the body.
Yeah.
A bit like you have this remission. Yeah, you're
Mm.
recovering, and then you
Yeah.
allow yourself to do certain things that your body seems authorizing you. Sometimes maybe your doctor is pushing you a little bit, but
Mm.
otherwise, you're very reasonable. You kind of go step by step. You listen to your
Mm.
body. Maybe you didn't listen to your body before, but now you're
Mm.
being forced to listen to your body
Yeah.
and kind of go
Yeah.
with your body step by step. And I think that, like you say, that's the structure that he gave
Mm.
himself. Maybe
Mm.
there's, I don't know if you have experience of long walk. You say you were hiking. Sometimes your body says, ah, yeah, no problem. Sometimes your body says, ah, nah, I don't really feel like it today.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then any catch up. Yeah, I think that's the interesting thing. Sometimes you follow your body. Sometimes you need to force your body
Yeah.
to kind of find a certain composture, finding kind of certain kind
Mm.
of moment. So it's I think there's a kind of always a relation of communication between the two.
Mm. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. I think, especially architecture student, we
Yes,
always use so much our brain,
yes,
our thinking,
of
and
course.
sometimes with our body, we don't really listen to our body or think with
Yeah,
body, think by body.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that's the main point you're telling us here. Is read you kind of reached this point where you
Mm.
thought you saw death in front of you, and then somehow he had a really strong echo into yourself, and kind of
Mm.
say, all right, you need to stop.
Yeah,
You going too fast. It just doesn't
yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think we all have that at one point or another,
Mm.
and I think it's just a question of the end of listening to ourselves a little bit more, uh,
Mm.
isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so oh yeah, so this next slide I was going to say I do this
Hmm,
stone carving wherever I can. So on the right side is in Ubud, one of the warung. It's like their
hmm.
their 小吃摊, like a small, they sell street food, a bit like
Okay,
street food. Yeah, and the left side is the cafe in Taitung.
okay, it looks very nice.
Yeah, so
Oh,
uh,
oh yes.
this, yeah. So what's the time? Do we need to take rest now?
If you want to take a little break just to take a sip of water or tea, feel free to do
What
so.
time
That's
is
absolutely
it?
fine.
Can you
Now it's
remind me?
7:40, yeah. So I kind of let
Oh,
you go, yeah. We can take a little break if you want. Do you want to take a break? You need to take a sip of water?
yeah, sure.
Yeah. So should
Mm.
we take like 10 minutes? Is that okay?
Okay, yeah, 10 minutes good.
Okay, let's do that. Great.
Thank
Ah,
you.
see my face again. All right. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
So 7:50. Okay, we'll
50.
see 7:50. Is that okay? All right. Okay, so I'm back. Hopefully, Lydia is not too far. Um, Remember that at the end, two of you have to ask some questions. I don't know if you will be able to ask a question, but I hope that you can try, okay? And then we'll see how it goes. All right. Lydia, are you okay? Back with your hat?
Yeah. I need to reshare, right?
Yeah, yeah, correct. Oh, nice.
Nice. Where am I?
I
Here.
saw like you had like a poster with lots of Chinese old Chinese characters.
Mm. Yeah. So after I coming back from what was before? Oh, Taidong and
Yes, this one.
this yeah, this one. Oh, so when I was in Taipei, uh, I'm not traveling to other city or go to outside, go to Bali. I found a very nice playground in Taipei. It's 建国 Jade Market.
Mm.
And actually, it was my grandma gave me this idea. She told me, "You are selling stone. Why don't you go to the jade market?" And I never been to jade market before because in my memory, it's only old people go there. And I never been to jade market in my life. And
You haven't been
then
old
so
yet.
yeah, I'm already old enough to go. Yes, and then so I went with my grandma and I found, wow, it's actually quite interesting place. Why did I never come here before? And it's just like a vintage market in, in Europe. We always go to vintage market. We think it's
Yes,
like a very trendy and cool things,
yes.
but we never been to jade market, and it has so many treasure and so many like uncle or grandpa or they know a lot of art history about all of these objects and different stones.
Mm.
And not many people selling stamps like stone seal.
Oh, really?
And yeah, mostly sell jade jewelry or some like vintage objects like
Mm.
stone carving objects. And so I go there 2 or 3 times, and I was thinking, maybe I can try. And the rent is super cheap, like 600 Taipei, like a day, six
Oh,
hundred a day.
that's
Yeah,
reasonable.
like super cheap. And so you only have to, because they all of these vendor they rent for 1 year. But some people, if they cannot come, the Jade Market organization will help them to rent out their stand like that. So if I go on the day, I just have to go to the front desk and then ask them, do you have
Oh,
the available space today? Like that. Yeah. And sometimes it's full, so I cannot join. But not many times, just one time. And
okay.
yeah, and I went there 5 times in February, and I met so many interesting people as well. And I've actually there are so many foreigners. They come
Oh,
here to buy some Chinese stuff, So Chinese objects, and they really love to see all of these objects, yeah, related to culture.
mm.
This is Korean, and some this is Taiwanese American sisters. They are super cute, and the little one, the blue one, she's very good in Chinese, but the sister cannot speak. So the little one was explaining and then choosing the character for the bigger
Ah,
sister,
very
older
good.
sister. Yeah, super nice. And the Korean, they also have Henji name, so they know what they want, but
Nice.
the pronunciation is different. Yeah.
Is that what people ask you most of the time? Is to write their names, or do people have like other requests, or do they ask you what to help them find something to write, or
Yeah,
how?
I think in actually there are like all different, but of course the name is the highest percentage, but I carve so many different things. Like some people ask me to carve their cat, or
Huh?
like the
The cat.
face. Yeah,
Okay.
the face, or or just what any character. And I also carve in different languages, like from
Oh,
Mongolian script. And also, and the Mongolian script is they write in the, they also use like a bit like calligraphy. So
uh-huh.
before I carve, I also practice to write many times to get the feeling, because
I
it's
see.
just like different with computer and the
Mm,
handwriting.
of
Yeah, so
course.
you don't want to carve something like computer. So I
Mm.
try to understand how the stroke
Oh, nice.
become. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And very interesting. Some people ask me to carve Sanskrit as well. Mm.
All right.
Mm. Yeah, but of course, yeah, name is the most request, especially in Taiwan, Japan, and Korea.
Mm.
Mm. And also in Indonesia, in Bali, many people they are they call Chinese. So
Mm.
their ancestors are from China, and
Yeah, yeah.
most of them have Chinese name, but they don't even know how to pronounce. They will just show me this is my Chinese name, but I don't know what it is. And
Oh,
so
really?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and it's super interesting that actually I really love to carve name for people, because
Yeah,
I feel like I'm a fortune teller,
I know.
and because the I will introduce later, but
Yeah.
um the character from the meaning from the origin, like the oracle bone script is many is different with nowadays meaning.
Hmm.
So yeah, so when I tell people actually from the oracle bone script, your name is, the drawing is like this, and it
Mm.
means this is, and most people will quite surprised, and many of them feel very related to the original meaning. And I think there's, it's not about I'm a very good fortune teller. I think it's about the oracle bone script is very related to nature. So
Mm.
I think nature is very easy to relate to everyone.
Mm.
So, so I think everyone when they, so I really recommend all of you who has Chinese name, go check your Jiagu Wen's meaning, Oracle Bone Script's meaning.
Mm.
You will find out it's super cool, and the drawing is super beautiful.
I mean,
I loved, yeah. Huh?
you talk about fortune telling. I mean, I remember being a student actually. This is something we were doing between students. We had like a,
Oh.
the carte de Marseille cards. They like different kind of characters, and
Mm.
it's as much an art of reading the card, understanding the card, than it is an art of telling a story at the same time. And that's the thing that I absolutely
Mm.
loved doing when I was young. The thing that a little bit scared me is sometimes how close you get to the truth. And then,
Yeah.
then you start feeling, oh, this is not what I was looking for. I was looking for a
Yeah.
truth. I was not looking for the truth. Because,
Mm-hmm.
I was drawing three cards, yeah, and from three
Yeah.
cards, you just kind of know the meaning of the cards, and then you would
Yeah.
build a story. But the three cards
Mm.
were there to tell the moment. They were not there to tell the
Mm.
future. But
Yeah.
as the story was kind of going, and then you were looking at someone's in front of you, sitting there, and then you were telling this story. It's kind of incredible sometimes how the readings were close to what was actually really happening and what was actually that other person thinking in front of you. That's the
Yeah.
thing I was really, really impressed about. So
Mm.
it is that. It is this maybe this sense of intimacy we don't really
Mm.
have
Yeah.
nowadays. We are connected with all of this kind of media, but then the media are always there's this a bit like a like there's a glass. There's always kind of something that you have an idea about who is she, who is he, what is doing, what is they showing. They're only showing one part of their
Mm.
lives, but you don't really get that deep. And I thought the
Mm.
card was a way of kind of digging a bit further and then
Mm.
looking there and having a kind of I mean, conversation really.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, the tarot, tarot,
Yeah, like taro,
Tarot, yeah,
right?
tarot.
Yeah.
That's something. There was a Chilean, I forgot his name right, Chilean artist. He made a lot of very surrealistic movies, and then he came to France to live. And one of the things he was doing is that every week he would
Mm-hmm.
spend his Saturday morning reading cards, reading tarot
Mm.
to people, just random people,
Oh.
anyone who would come there. And that's what he was saying. He was just really kind of telling stories and then sharing a moment. And the
Online or in
no,
person?
no, live. He was going to a cafe in Paris. Yeah. I'm trying to
Oh.
remember his name right now. But yeah, it's gonna
He's
come back
still
at some point.
doing it?
No, probably he's a bit too old now. He's been there for some time. I think that last time I heard about
Oh,
him was maybe
so
10 years ago. Yeah, no,
cool.
no, no. Because he's I think quite famous. I mean, he co-wrote some comics, so there's some kind of
Mm.
famous comics in France, and he wrote. I
Mm.
mean, he wrote the text, and then others kind of did the drawings, and
Mm.
you had he was making films. He was doing so many different things. He tried to have a
Mm-hmm.
version of Dune, the movie Dune,
Mm.
Dunne. So he
Yeah,
tried to
Dune.
make an adaptation of Dune at some point
Oh.
as well. It's coming. The name is coming back. It's been some time I haven't heard of him. But okay, fair enough. Sorry to interrupt you again. But yeah, I kind of find that kind of similar stories there. That I think it's really worth for everyone to hear. All right,
Yeah,
your turn.
yeah. Yeah. And yeah, so this one is I went to Taipei Art Book Fair. It's a very popular event. Have you been to this, Nicholas?
Not yet. No, no.
Not
And I
yet.
would love. I
Oh,
would love.
maybe you
Probably,
can
probably
go
next
next
time.
time.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's about
it
finding the right time, I
but
think.
it's
But
in
yeah, yeah,
Taipei,
yeah. Too
and
many Asian books. I need some English books. That's what I need.
they have many English books because
Do they? Oh,
the
excellent.
vendor they have 600 vendors
Oh,
and
wow. All right.
200 are from abroad.
Okay, fair enough. Good.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, and
Limited number. That's good.
many people there, and it was 3 days. And I go there with my brother. My brother has another his stand next to me. I force him to, not force, but like I mean, like invite
Strongly
him
suggest.
invite invite him to join me. So I use my name to make to book 2 table, and I give
Nice.
one to him, and he sell his film photography
Oh, nice.
book, first book. Yeah, the blue book is his first photo book,
Mm.
and also poster,
So
and
it's in
also
March. Is that in March?
yeah, in
Yeah.
March.
Okay.
Yeah,
The big preparation.
and yeah, and it was a fun. I think many students know about this Chao strategy, so that's why
Oh,
I put
I'm
here.
sure.
Yeah, and I went to Bali again in April, March and April, so 40 days. So I
Hmm.
just came back again, joined the same event, Ubud Artisan Market, and doing a local workshop there in my friend's tea house, Taiwanese tea house.
Oh, nice. I just I went to see a house there. Good.
Yeah. Okay, so now I want to share how normally people will make an order from me.
Hmm.
So normally people will tell me about their feeling. So like this person, she wants something that has feels like ocean and the wave and some flow inside the stone. So she just tell me these keywords, and I'll say okay, and then I find around 10 stone to like I take a picture like this, and also take a video for
mm,
short video for each stone, and I will send to that person, and then she will pick one, something like that. And normally, they can really find one inside. Yeah.
mm,
And the reason, I think the not reason, but the way, uh, starting from this, how to say, uh, the way, yeah, the starting point for me, I think is I feel more comfortable because not comfortable, but like I can make sure the quality of stone is there
mm.
because it's in the beginning I already choose the 10 stone, so no matter which one he or she choose, it will not be so ugly or some random stone, you know what I mean? Like I already set a limit for them to choose.
That's a good idea.
Because I still try to uh, control certain aesthetics within
Mm,
this. Yeah. And the second one,
nice.
I will, I like they will. This part is the most interesting part. I like. So this part, of course, some people they just say, "Oh, I want to carve their name. I want to carve my name." But some people they will describe their um maybe the states, their states, like what they
Ah,
feel in
mm,
this moment. Yeah. And actually many people like that. And
nice.
I really like it. And then they will tell me their feeling, like their a
Mm,
paragraph, they'll write a small paragraph, or they'll just say some keywords. And I will come up with some Chinese character, and it's
mm,
actually really challenging my how to say, my Chinese literature background, like knowledge. I need to pick up some very uh, character with good taste and good
mm.
sense. Like not look so too like shallow or something. Yeah. Um so 原生. Oh yeah. So this one is, yeah. So okay. So I won't explain too much into this, but so basically, I will explain the meaning like this. Like one character, I will just wait, how to put this. Wait, sorry, I don't know how to make it bigger. Like this. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's okay. Yeah.
yeah. So yuan I will explain like source, origin, spring water, and sun is life to be
Mm,
born and grow, raise. And actually, this is Oracle bone script. So. You can see a bit read the story on this. For
mm,
example, the shen is life to be
mm.
born, to grow, to raise. So it's like a small plants, seeds browsing from the ground. Can you see? It's like a small grass.
Sure. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
very nice.
born.
Mm,
Yeah, and the source, origin, and spring water is on the left side is the water, and normally this shape, like a bit like a curve shape, a bit like C. This shape is represent mountain or edge, like
mm.
cave. No, not cave. The 悬崖，就是 like the edge of the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, and then a hole and the water
Gotcha.
coming out from
Mm,
the hole.
mm,
Yeah. So just because why I put why there is four different one, because in the before Qin Chao, Qin Shi Huang, Qin
mm,
Empire, the king unify all the character. Actually, all the character are looks different. For example, this is Shen. People write it in many different way, but similar, so the look is a bit different, and also
mm,
yuan is different, everything is different until Qing Chao. So that's why Oracle bone script and bronze script, they have many different uh, they will have many different versions, but you can
Okay.
tell a bit similar. Yeah.
Okay.
And on the right side, it's more like modern script. So we will say this is Hua Lu is flower, and Lu is like a how to say, the morning water, the dew. Is it called dew? Dew.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
Morning
sure.
water.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm,
You. Mm-hmm.
dew. Yeah. And so
DEW, yeah.
this one is semi cursive script,
Mm,
and this one is cursive. This one is cursive
mm,
script. So normally I will combine. I will try to look at many uh, old reference, and then I will try to find two that I think, two character I think is looks more match, and maybe I will still adjust a bit when I design or make a drawing. I will redraw a little bit according to the stone size. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for example, this is Hui, and sometimes not all the character you have, they have it's old enough to have oracle bone script or bronze script 甲骨文跟经文，不是所有字都有甲骨文跟经文。Some character is developed later. So we can try to invent it. So for example, I put the water and this part, the hui part together to achieve like what, to get the character what we want.
ah.
So it's actually quite playful, like,
So you can create
because
your own variants at the same time? Is that okay to create your own
yeah,
variants?
you can
Okay. Mm,
create your own one.
mm,
I don't set any limit for myself, because actually Oracle bone script,
mm.
they discover Oracle bone script in Qing dynasty. Not Qing, it's Qing. So it's actually just 200 something years ago.
I
It's
see. Okay.
discovered, yeah, it's discovered by a professor. He found in the Chinese medicine store on the animal bone. So
Really? Okay.
imagine how many character already eaten
Mm.
by people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oracle
I
bone
know
script
this is quite
exists.
sad to have a language be eaten by people. Okay. 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 I get it.
So like, because his Oracle bone script is 3,000 years.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. I
no,
know. It's even
3,000 BC,
okay.
5,000
Okay.
years ago.
Okay. Okay. That's even sadder. Okay.
So so imagine 5,000 years. We people already eating it for 4,000 years.
Okay.
So we lost so many Oracle bone script
Wow.
character. Yeah,
Uh,
and this
just one thing, Lydia. If you want to come to a conclusion, because we already 8:15, and I mean, students may have a life after
okay.
this as well. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and
I'm happy to
is
listen to
it
you
so we will
till the
finish
very
at
end.
8:30 or what?
Normally,
We
normally it's about right now. So if you want to kind of maybe
okay, okay, okay,
tell
okay.
a little bit of a conclusion, I think that'd be great, and then we can get maybe eventually get the student to ask some questions.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's
normally we have a
actually
Cheng
just
Yushuan
like
and then Cheng Jingjing asking some question, hopefully.
mm,
So
yeah.
I'm trying to be
Okay.
mindful of their time as well. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
think
it's no,
otherwise
it's
it's
good.
very
It's good.
interesting.
You
Yeah.
tell me, because I can say endlessly. So okay, so I
Okay.
introduced one more thing. So
Okay.
in
Go ahead.
the stamps, there are in carving and yang carving. So in carving
Ah,
is you carve
okay.
out the character, and yang carving you let the line stays. So it's a bit like sun energy coming out and the moon energy going down. and this is the tools I use for carving. So one is we call it seal bed, and the knife on the left down, and the right side is the ink, is the seal paste that is all made from the natural material. You can see the ingredient here. Yeah. Okay. So should we carve? Like show people how to carve a bit?
Yeah, sure. You can do that. Maybe at the same time, maybe are you
They can
there?
ask question at the
Maybe
same
you have
time.
some of the question at the same time. Is it Cheng Yushuan? Cheng Yushuan, are you there? Do you want to ask your question to Lydia?
How to stop?
What do you need to stop?
Is
Are
it
you going
already
to?
stop?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Right now we're just seeing your screen right now. We have the big T. Cheng Yushuan, are you there or not? I mean, this happens. Students say they're coming and then they're not coming.
it's
Or
okay.
Chen Chen Jingjing. Sorry for the pronunciation. I put the names inside the chat. Oh, who is it? Is that Cheng? Is that Yushuan? I heard someone speaking. Hello? Okay. Is any of the two students who say they're going to ask some questions there at the moment? So Cheng, I think I can hear you, but you need to.
Teacher, sorry, do you call Zheng Yuxuan?
Oh, that's you. Okay, great, great.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. No worries, no worries, no worries. Like Lydia says, there's no rush. Do you want to ask your question to Lydia?
Yes, but and can I first uh, express my personal experience?
Of course, yes, of course,
Okay,
please.
okay. Teacher, when I first heard your story, I was really shocked, and I think you are very brave. Because last month I worked as a first aid volunteer in Mazu temple activities. So I personally saw someone collapse, so I truly understand how stressful and nervous in that
Yes.
situation. So I think it's really impressive that you are able to calm down so quickly.
Mm,
Yes. So
that's
Thank you.
true. Mm,
and later you're slowly learning how to hear yourself, and I think it's a very heartwarming story. Yes,
oh.
Oh,
it's yes, it very interests me. And today I want to ask the question is, teacher, do you think stone carving is suitable for everyone? Because I'm a
Hmm.
pretty active person, so I feel like it might require a lot of patience and concentration. So, do you think this kind of healing activities works for everyone? Yes,
Hmm.
it's my question.
Okay, very good question. Thank you
how,
very much for
how
sharing your
what
story. I
is
think that
your
gives us.
Chinese name?
Hmm.
Okay, my Chinese name is 曾宇轩。
曾雨璇，雨是
对，
哪
有
予是给予的予，给予的予，
这样
然后宣是宣布的宣。
这样
Yes.
Okay, maybe I can carve this.
I like how
Okay.
the inspiration inspires and then inspires back again. That's beautiful. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Oh, I think. For the, I think first, I think stone carving is very easy for everyone to get involved, and then so when you start carving, you will understand yourself more, like if you think, I think you have a very good awareness of yourself. You say you are a very active person, and then you are thinking whether you are capable to do certain activity or not. I think that means you already start to have a self awareness, and and I think if you have this sense, you can do everything, because you can feel yourself, you can adjust yourself, And for stone carving, of course, it needs some more patience, but actually it's really really fun because every moment, like every cut, it's something new, something that is, because I am a super active person. I never think that I never think that I can do stone carving, but now I enjoy so much because maybe also when we are, while we are growing in our life, we also searching for some balance, you know.
Mm,
uh, Normally I'm always so active, but I feel so healing when I'm doing stone carving. I think that is what my body needs in
mm,
some. So when I do stone carving, I feel very relaxed, and I feel my body feel so comfortable. And it helps me to not be too active like before.
mm.
And also I also see many students, they some people that really don't have patience. Yeah, of course some people like that, but that is the time when you can communicate it with yourself, no? Like no matter you like it or not, it's all fine. If you don't like it, then it's fine. If you like it, then just continue. Yeah.
Nice. Very good.
Okay, maybe I can do stone
Yeah.
carving in
Yeah, you
future.
should
Maybe,
Yeah.
try
maybe,
next
maybe
time.
try to join one of Lydia's workshop. Maybe Lydia, you should maybe publish some of your workshop times. I can
Yeah.
put in the the digital system.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great, fantastic. Thank you for your question and your
You
sharing your
should.
experience as well. That was very nice.
Mm.
About Chen Jingjing. Sorry, Chen Jingjing.
Hello,
Is that
Hi,
you? Yes.
Ching Ching.
Hello.
good evening. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I really enjoyed the story just now teacher share about the stone curving. So I wanted to ask, you prefer doing curve in the quiet place or with some background noise? Because when I'm doing my design project, I usually need to listen to music, whatever is rock music, or sometimes I would like to listen to the postcard. Yeah, however, if the environment is too noisy, I can't really
Hmm.
focus and think properly. I think it's too
Okay.
weird. I don't know why. Yeah.
Mm.
And actually, I had experience in choreography before.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. So I prefer a quiet environment or maybe just some soft music like piano music. Yeah. So last, I curious that what kind of atmosphere teacher like when you do stone curving, because I think the surrounding environment will affect our mood. Yeah.
Say what kind of environment I like when I do stone carving?
hmm.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Is it
Uh,
maybe the music or something else? I mean,
I think
is there a space that inspires you more than another space, or and oh, you were
like
doing outdoor, indoor, and that maybe also set some
mm,
conditions.
the environment.
Mm.
Uh, Actually, I'm like you. I want to be in a quiet space,
Oh.
and but I the quiet space. I even don't listen to the soft music.
Oh wow, all right. Mm.
Like just like it should be like silent space. And I think because when I was young, I feel I'm so influenced by music a lot. I mean, when I listen to music, I just want to listen to music.
Mm.
It's hard for me to reading and then listening at the same time. So I think everyone is different. And so I remember when we were preparing exam in junior high school, everyone was wearing the earphone, but for
Mm.
me, I feel like wow, so cool, like wearing earphone and reading the history at the same time. But for me, it just doesn't work. It just
Mm.
never work. Yeah, so I need a very like silence space. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, this is true. There's an element of personal taste, but I think somehow we don't we kind of educate one another in the idea that oh we need to listen to music in order to do certain activities. But I think recently I've written an article saying that most of the time music creates chaos in our brain. So how do you deal with this chaos and try to focus on something at the same time? So that's I think
Wow.
that's that's I think maybe we follow one another a little bit too much, and eventually it's more about finding your own silence. And
Mm,
I quite like Lydia's interpretation, just to say, well, actually, there's no silence. You can see right now. It's really thank you for your performance, Lydia. It's really really good. Is actually there's a sound in a carving. It could be minute. It could be really really tiny sound. Yeah, and there's always something going on around. Yeah, so you are in your flat, I guess, right now, Lydia. So there might be a car passing by. Yeah,
yeah,
so it's the idea that actually everything participates to your soundscape, and I
yeah,
think it's the acceptance of that moment that is quiet but not completely silent either. There's always events, there's always stuff going on in your environment. Is to accept that that is music too. Yeah.
yeah.
Don't know if you there's a book on the kind of on the topic of silence, and silence
Oh,
is never completely silent. There's always something
yeah.
going on. So
Mm,
we think that we need to listen to music, but maybe not. Trying to find it into yourself that the silence of your own body, the silence of the environment around you might be already productive enough, and might even provide some clarity to your thoughts at the same time. Yeah, I think it's worse. I think for everyone it's worse. I do my writing in silence too right now, and I think like we were saying, I think in the beginning I always felt that I need to put some music, I need to put some classical music, but my ideas were not necessarily clear enough. And I think right now I managed, after so many years, I managed to get rid of everything, and then use that silence as an anchor,
mm,
as a place for me to write. And I think it's more beneficial in that way. I don't know. Maybe it takes time. Maybe it's just a moment in your life. I don't know. All
mm,
right, but thanks for your question, though. Very good question, and it's a
yeah.
very different session from others. And I feel, a lot of sessions were about experience, sorry, about knowledge, and this one was very much about experience.
Yeah.
But your experience is not an abnormal experience. It's an experience that we all. I mean, some of you maybe have had this experience. Some of you will have this experience, maybe in different terms, but it's a bit of a reminder of you know of the rhythm of life, and then being able to kind of catch. Yeah, Jinjing, you were just talking about music as a rhythm that's being imposed to our work, and then well, maybe we impose ourselves our own rhythm that maybe for one reason or another, because of our teachers or because of our boss, because of things that are going on in our lives. But I think Lydia kind of tells us that we are master of our own rhythm. Yeah, at the end of the day, and then we look how she does the carve here. Just how there's a precision, there's a timing. Yeah, and I think that's also, that's something, whether it's carving, whether it's something else, it's finding your own rhythm. I think that's whether it's in writing, like we are talking about, or making your own music. I think which is absolutely fine as well. I think
Mm.
it's I think that's your story a little bit, isn't it, Lydia? Would you have like maybe something to conclude your talk? Is a last kind of sharing
Mm.
moment.
Okay. I think the last thing I will share is don't don't limit yourself that, and always follow your body and your heart, because I think nowadays, no, or not nowadays, but like normally people will think, oh, I study architecture so I have to do architecture, or oh, I study finance so I have to be the banker. but
Mhm.
but actually for me, I what I think what I am doing now, it's a combination of everything I have learned before in my life. Like I learned printmaking when I was a little girl. When I was 10 years old, I learned printmaking in the elementary school. And I think all of that memory coming back when I'm doing stone carving. And I keep thinking about my teacher when I was in elementary school. And also all the I went to see so many different exhibition in different places, like small gallery or big museum, and like you never you like maybe in that moment you don't understand what does this mean, or you don't know what does why what where why you want, I mean, how to use all of these experience or knowledge, but it doesn't matter. You just try to explore and try to experience whatever you like, and or whatever the lives brings you, and go with the flow. And in one day it will just everything will just come together, when you relax, when you slow down, and I think the very, very important thing is, don't give yourself too much pressure, because I think the society or the school system, educational system, always creates too much pressure, and I think it's not good for one's creativity. If you want to be creative, or if you want to find what you really love, the first thing is, don't give yourself pressure, and follow your heart, and follow your body and mind. So then you will just naturally find what you like to do. You know. Mm, that's
Okay.
all.
That's very good. Thank you. Thank you
So
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 much.
I almost finished, and this one is
Yes.
this one is, do you know, is in carving or yang carving?
Yin
Yes.
carving, yang carving. A good question. Yang? Is that yang? No?
Yes.
There we go. Phew. Wow. Suddenly have.
I just create a pressure to you.
I know. Thanks very much.
I will send this one to Yushen.
Yes. Wow. Okay.
Wow, it's my honor.
See? Well, you always have to be there
So
to ask your
fast.
question. Now you know.
Actually, in my plan, I was planning to carve Nicholas' name, but I forget your Chinese.
Oh no. All right.
I will
Don't worry.
carve
I'll come to
another
one of
one
your
for
workshops,
you.
maybe. I will come to one of your workshops. Don't worry.
You will carve yourself.
Yes, I will try. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hardly can write my name in Chinese, so carving it, that would be a big step.
I want you and Zach and some fun we carve together.
Oh, okay, okay, fair enough.
Okay, so now I show you a print. So I finish.
Nice.
Yushen. And this is the ink.
What a beautiful way of ending this talk. Excellent. I like the idea of a performance at the end.
Yeah,
And
it's your
challenge.
idea. So nice. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
nice, nice, nice. Oh, that was my idea. I forgot. Oh, great.
Yeah, it was your
Because
idea. Thank you for inviting and
of
give me
course,
this
thank you
idea.
very much for accepting. Okay, that's Zach talking. All right.
Yeah. Not very clear. I can adjust a bit later.
No, I don't know. I don't know why the image is a bit blurry at the moment as well. So
Yeah. Can you see?
that's okay. There we go.
Oops.
Yeah. No, it's the I don't know. Maybe it's mine on my computer. The resolution is a bit weird. But that's okay. That's okay. It's there.
Mm.
Okay, okay. Ask Mama. Sorry. Life is coming back. Sorry, I have to kind of go.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I know it was a bit of a
Thank you
different
so
talk, but
much.
I really enjoyed it, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I think the two girls who asked a question very much enjoyed it, it seems. So
Yeah,
that's
so
great. Hopefully
great.
there would be more people enjoying. A little bit different, but that's nice. Experimental. I like it. Good.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you so much.
and we hope you feel better as well, yeah?
Yeah, now I feel almost like before.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, not exactly like before, but
Okay.
I'm, you know
Yeah.
what I mean, like functionable.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
So if
Thank you.
anyone is has question, you can also send me on Instagram with Whispers of Stone. I will send to Nicholas.
No, I have it. Don't worry. I'm following you. Don't worry. Obviously.
Everyone can ask me questions. Yeah. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you so
Let's all
much.
go back to our lives. All right. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining us.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.